All right, we got me, Dr. Kendo, here of the task force, but I'm also joined by the Crimson Knight.
What's up, yo?
And so you were playing as the Lumberjack. Clearly, we can see on screen right here in Last Flag, as I, obviously, am the Ninja. And so, yeah, I'm the Master Thief is what we should really be calling it, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Everybody just calls her Ninja. But, yeah, so we're going to get a little bit ahead here because this game, it went on for a long time, so that's why I'm just trying to cut out all the, filler stuff right here in the intro. But what ended up happening was crazy, so we won't obviously spoil the full thing. But yeah, this goes on for a long time, just back and forth between both teams. But
Is it really? I don't remember. Was it really that big of a back and forth?
it's more just that towards the end, it seemed like it was in the middle and the beginning and stuff. It seemed like we were doing okay. I mean, I was doing kind of bad in the beginning, but I think you guys were all doing okay and stuff. So we'll have to make sure to kind of watch you on the mini map as well. Because what's interesting about this, CK, and anybody that was going to view this video, is that, retroactively, in the future, CK now has recording capabilities, too. So hopefully we're going to have some that actually have your, full perspective, too,
I think that'll be cool when we get to that point.
Yeah, because, right now, you're just going to have to see if CK makes a play, it's either going to have to be that I actually saw it, or it's going to be on the mini-map,
For sure.
So.
For sure.
That's the unfortunate thing, but I did invite you just to see this because I was like, well, you played in the match, so I think you'll have some insight, and if not, you'll be able to react to this appropriately.
Oh, for sure. So speaking of insight,
Yeah.
What is your strategy at the beginning of a match? Because I'm always torn between do I go for cash bots or do I go for radio towers?
Well, you're not going to get the simple, here, A, B, and C answer, are you? Because essentially,
sure.
It's
always conditional.
It's a good question, though. So it matters based on who is in our party, right? So you and I are the only arranged people in this party. Otherwise, we're playing with randos. I don't know Bossy Lux, I don't know Avo, and Koz, I guess is how you say that name, Khoz. Seemingly...
Sounds right to me.
Yeah. Seemingly okay people, but you can see I'm actually sitting there typing into the chat because, yeah, I wasn't on voice or anything. And so that's why you and I are actually doing voice and post-commentary because, really, none of us were on the voice. But, okay, getting back to your question, as a ninja, if I'm going to be playing that class, which usually I am, and let's say that we're in this situation, right? So it's only just you and me. We're going to talk about this in 1 second, by the way. But, yeah, I would like to capture a point. In general, that's a great thing for a ninja. You're usually going for cash bots. Other people are usually getting into, some other kind of more strategic battle. I want to be away from people. I don't really want to get involved in a fight right away.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, what ended up happening that I was trying to tell you,
Yes.
And I'm actually typing it in the bottom left down there. I'm just like, hey, we're fighting one of the top thief players, but no biggie. Turns out they were actually, so Obsidian Knight, I know a lot of people in the Last Flag Discord probably know Obsidian, but CK, just to fill you in, if you don't, Obsidian's been playing Master Thief for probably as long as I have, I feel like, but obviously I think they play more than I do. I would consider them better than me, probably, but it's a close race. And so this match really represents that. I feel like this was absolutely a match where, Obsidian and myself went back and forth, I'll say. So I get wrecked at the beginning, and then I start finding out ways. So you're going to see it. I don't want to spoil too much, though. But, yeah, so anyway, the point being, this goes back to what you were saying, though, is from the opening gambit, this is very indicative, right? It's I'm trying to capture these points, and I'm trying to be stealth, but Obsidian and... It was interesting because Obsidian Knight was also being followed by someone named was it Warcrombie or Warburcrombie? We're going to see them soon.
Oh, the other lumberjack, yeah?
Yeah, so they were a lumber player, and I have no idea their experience because I actually had not met with them at least that often. Often enough, right? Where I'm like, oh, I remember that name.
Oh, where you would, recognize them? Yeah.
Yeah. And so they seemed really good, though. So, in general, it was really tough for me to take on a ninja and... the lumberjack that they were often accompanied with.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, right here.
It's the best of both worlds.
I think that this, see, here we go. There it is. No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that was the part I was trying to get the sneak on, but Obsidian obviously sees me, and so I'm way below health. It was actually close right there but until I landed. So... probably, clearly wrong choice on my part if I'm going to get KO'd, but I was going to say probably the wrong choice strategically, because if you're ninja on ninja and you're the one that has less health, you might as well either try to get out or try to just keep throwing those Dang, I don't remember what they're called. The kunai-like weapon, like the knives.
Yeah.
So that's generally what to do. But yeah, so this match, I do feel that it will pick up a little bit. You know, we're already like 5 minutes, 40 seconds in or whatever. Obviously, I'm going to make cuts here and there just in the editing.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, we're already like, you know, kind of in this thing, right? Because some matches only last 7 minutes, 5 minutes. Look, you have the enemy flag. Like you would think this is a match that could go by quick, right? We just got the flag.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And so here's me also, I will say from my perspective, I was putting down portals like crazy in that same position.
You placed this portal.
Yeah.
I remember that portal from this game. That came in so clutch for me.
Let's go to the bench.
I didn't realize that was you.
The flag.
Oh, that was such a good portal, man.
Let's go
Okay,
to
well,
the
that's
bench.
very good because I'm going to tell you, it ended up feeling a little useless, especially when you go watch it from Obsidian Knight's perspective on their stream, is like, they destroy my portals left and right in this match. And so,
Is that so?
sometimes the problem is if you're putting the portal in the same place relatively, they're going to find out, right? Like, so if they find it once,
sure. Yeah,
they can
yeah.
probably find it again and again and again and again. And so I made the same. What's that definition of insanity, CK? Can you tell me?
Yeah, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
Yeah, so that was me. I expected different results with the portals, but this was interesting, man. Do you see what's going on? So there's an engineer up here on the roof. So we actually get pretty close to the flag. I am going to reveal and spoil that we don't get it right here. It actually gets denied. And so this is going to be fascinating because I want you guys to keep in mind, if you're viewing this and CK viewing this, look at that. Boom! Nice stop there on the denial.
That was a nice save.
So yeah, there was a little save there. But look at how close we get. 10 seconds. 9. This is crazy. You might be like, wait, is this match really going to go on? But look at it.
Yeah.
Did you see the number jump to 5? That means that someone's on it.
Yeah, what happened?
So if it jumps to 5 like that,
Oh.
yeah, do you see we all stomped Obsidian right after that, but Obsidian did get that flag.
Interesting. Okay.
So
I didn't know that, actually.
they did what I have coined the Kendo sneak. So the Kendo sneak is, of course, the denial with the ninja. When there's the flag like that, you just sneak on in. And look at me, I'm like, I was sitting there spamming attack on the flag. That's what I typed. Because somebody on our team just voiced and was like, how did that happen?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, ultimately, that is kind of the, let's say that's the catalyst for what made this a much longer match, because we now know where the flag is, so that's great. You know, our team now has that, like, perspective, and that's going to be wonderful for us. But, wow, does this team not make it easy? We should say, CK, also, something that's major about this is not only are we fighting, like, a great ninja player, right, and a great lumberjack, we're also fighting one of the devs. So one of the actual devs of the game
Oh, yeah.
is in here.
I forgot they were in this
Yeah,
game,
so that was Zim. Z-I-M-M? Yeah. So here's what you're doing. You're getting the cash bots, and I know why you're doing that. You and I have, discovered recently that was a flaw in our party. You know, when we were teaming up, let's say with another one of our friends, Shambler, another member of the task force, right? Sometimes we weren't early on getting cash bots, and it was just like, that had to be killing us, right?
Oh, for sure.
Because we're going up against probably other stacks,
Yeah,
who knows how many, but yeah, they would have all the technology, and we would maybe have 1 or 2 upgrades when we needed all of them. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of various and sundry right here, but there's like very big plays whenever it comes to the quote-unquote big plays of the game, meaning, okay, when there's a flag capture, when there's some kind of combat, like this is where I think it starts to pick up a lot more coming up.
So, I gotta say, I know it's probably perfectly normal for you, but it is wild watching your gameplay, because I play such low mobility characters that, like, you're easily jumping places and running places that I struggle to get to. And it is just fascinating watching how easily you navigate the terrain. It is incredible. Very
so here,
impressive.
look at this. Boom! Look at that move. Did you see that epicness? So you can watch Obsidian stream.
Oh, and that's the good ninja.
Yeah, that was the good ninja, and here's the good lumberjack that assists them. Notice that I'm doing these range attacks, but then I got saved by a sniper who came up, and so that was Koz, K-H-O-Z. But yeah,
Okay.
we will actually, in editing...
That was a sneaky attack.
Yeah, you don't have to worry, but in editing, we will play that back, and so I'm going to show you it back as well, CK here, so we'll make sure to now, in editing, replay. So look at this. I go dark, their stealth, blammo, with the charge, just like that, and the big flakes.
That was incredible.
So the secret sauce there was that we did have an eyeball. We had them scouted. And so this, if the ninja's worth their salt, man, does it help having that scout, dude. Because then you take away their main element, which is their stealth.
Absolutely, yeah, that was nice.
So, okay, we'll also play probably Obsidian Knight's reaction to that. That we have their stream, too.
Oh, for sure.
Ow.
But to get back to CK's point about mobility and character movements and stuff, starting off with soo-jin, this ninja character, Master Thief, it's if you're like me, probably other players are better at these types of games than I am naturally, right? So I had to like work up to this, whatever skill I have, rather than just naturally being great at it or something or good at it. So the point of that is just that starting off with Master Thief definitely affected how I think about other characters, because when I'm playing Engineer, which is really the only other class I'll touch right now, it's very weird to me. It does not feel right, not having that double jump, not having this kind of mobility.
Yeah, this is wild, man.
And so, yeah.
I also didn't realize how good you are at capturing points. Like, you're really good at these radio tower captures.
Well, I appreciate it, and I think, CK, at this part of the game, it may have actually been a little detriment, right? Like, I probably could have done a little bit more team-oriented tasks, maybe until actually right now. So let's say the previous maybe 2 or 3 minutes, it was perhaps a detriment if I was too focused on it. But right now, it's okay because they're trying to take B. So ultimately, what ends up helping, though, I will thank you for your compliment, but the thing about these towers in this particular match was that they were, particularly kind of antsy about them too. But when we deny them like that and we know where their flag is, you know what I'm going to get to, CK, right? Which is that they can't then teleport to their points.
Of course.
So they can't use that as a respawn, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So like I was hyper focused on that if people were getting the flag. Again, a little bit, sometimes too much, because there's a balance there, right? Like sometimes I need to be helping in these fights, If we're playing these good players, you got to try to outnumber them or something.
Well, to go back to the previous discussion, I appreciate you getting the radio towers because it takes me so long to get back in the fight as a low mobility character.
Yeah.
So you getting these radio towers really allows me to get back in the fight much faster. Man, look at you go.
Yeah, so if you didn't know, you probably have read this before, but just in case, the reminder on that LT, my range attack, is that it's like highly inaccurate unless you're accurate, which means that if you get kind of close to them, they will be like homing knives. So they will actually home and target the person if it's close enough. It's got to be pretty dang accurate though, like to do that. See, this is probably, I'm definitely going to bite off more than I can chew here. The main thing is that look at how low I had them, so that's why I went for it. If I was not in that exact scenario, that would have been a very bad, endeavor.
Yeah, for sure.
Trying to take on a full lumberjack.
For sure. But you got him good.
Yeah, and so this is ironic, is that a bot soldier 1 hit away is what takes me. So, I can take a lumberjack, but I'm really upset at these soldier players, man. But that's a bot anyway. So what ended up happening actually from their perspective too is I believe they did have a full team, but one of their players crashed and he did rejoin later.
Oh.
He did rejoin later, and I think the dev was like, wait, are you saying something's wrong with the game? Kind of a tongue-in-cheek comment. Like, are you saying something's wrong here? Because he was like, my game crashed, I heard all their comms and stuff.
Nice.
Because I went back and watched Obsidian's stream. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that was interesting. See, I like to hear from your perspective what this looks like to you, because I would be saying the same thing probably seeing your screen, as I'd be like, yeah, this is a much different match, because you and I are on pretty polar opposite ends of how we are going to play this.
I just imagine you'd be like, man, this is so boring. He's just running half the time.
I have no idea, man. I would have to see it, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah, no worries. We'll get there. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if that's how you play a lumberjack, 'cause I don't know how to play him, then I wouldn't be. So look at this. There's a ninja going for it.
Oh, you smoked
So that was Obsidian, and we were definitely on it right there. But then you saw what obviously happened is an engineer came in.
Yeah, you got teleported.
Just completely launched me. So there's 2 down. I'm going to take 1, and then we do have a revive here, so...
Nice.
There we go.
Being a good team player.
Okay, so there's CK, and so I think I'm thinking about portals now. I don't often do, because otherwise why would I run back? Okay, here. Maybe I'm making the play. There it is. So yeah, the big thing about the ninja is like that's like free points, dude. And so if you are a little bit, what's the word? I was gonna call it clumsy, but in the brain, let's call it mind clumsy or something. If you don't remember things that you should be doing, that's one of them. Is just putting down portals, dude. All you gotta do is put down portals. It's just free ability damage. It's free ability help.
I'm telling you, man. For me, that portal to A, I used it multiple times. It was huge for me in this game.
Well, then that's fantastic to hear, man. So thank you for giving me the input on that. But again, it's you know, the input that I really like to hear from you is like, first of all, if you remember anything from this match and you're like, oh yeah, okay, that happened. You know, if you say like you remembered something, that's fine. But the other thing I like to hear is, yeah, how does this compare to you? You know, so here we see that they have a bot soldier. We've got Zim, you know, because I looked at the roster there.
Man.
But yeah, so this is where it gets crazy, right? Because we just got the flag for another time. We were able to deny the ninja sneak. So that was the Kendo sneak in there,
which was nice.
And so that's great because like we've got that figured out. But that's usually what happens against me, right? Once I do the Kendo sneak one time, the enemy team usually knows to expect it. But look, we've got an eyeball. Boom! Once there again.
Yes. Awesome.
And so I'm losing track of them, of course, but we do have that eyeball. And so this is where, again, when you're playing against a great ninja, you need that. It really helps having a scout that does that.
I bet so. So where did she disappear to?
But, you know...
Oh, she must have run off, yeah?
Yeah, I think so, which is good self-preservation, because we had two ninjas here.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay, so yeah, now they have a lumber there, and I was trying to hit them with the knives. See, you have to be so accurate.
Oh, two of them. Yeah.
So I have to be pretty careful because see how quickly she got up them stairs. I could totally die.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to follow them. And yeah, we're still in that kind of like back and forth. But this is what I like is that we did have those the radar towers so well, like capped and stuff, is that they still haven't found our flag via the radar towers. So Obsidian's a little bit low right now. Unfortunately, they are being assisted by this. Okay, 2 players.
Yeah, by the soldier and the lumberjack.
Yeah, you saw how close it was, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Even 3v1, you got close.
Well, thank you. So, yeah, that's what's tough, man, is that you and I are kind of like dying here. We're, you know, I really want to do something, which is I want our team to capture the flag, and I want to take these points. I want to take the radar towers, because every time that I'm taking those, they're not scanning for our flag, and they can't teleport when we get the flag. They can't respawn, I should say, right there.
Oh, yeah.
So here's the portals.
Yep. And just straight to A. Look at that.
So you've switched to soldier, obviously, here now. Now, is that something that's comfortable for you or not at all?
So, I'm trying to work on a general strategy, and I played a little bit differently more recently, just because I am more comfortable with the lumberjack. But one of the things I'm trying to figure out is, I feel like lumberjack is very good for me early in the game, and when I know that I need to be more aggressive. But I typically switch to soldier when they are grabbing our flag, which obviously they haven't done yet. But I feel like the soldier allows me to full push a little bit more, because the lumberjack obviously is melee, whereas the soldier is a ranged attacker. Plus his bazooka ultimate is super full push. So if I ever feel like I'm not being as aggressive as I need to be to best support the team, I'll switch over to soldier, is generally my strategy.
Okay. Well, I can tell you it's tough for me to deal with, so if you're going against ninjas, might as well. But so is a lumberjack, to be honest, so you're kind of set either way against ninjas. But yeah, so
nice kill.
I wanted to tell you that while we were talking about this stuff is like sometimes you're going to see me crouching rather than like sprinting, rather than running. It's because Obsidian Knight was so good at finding me and taking me down when I didn't even know. They were just behind me. Like they were always coming on my 6 and taking me out when I didn't expect it. So like you're going to see sometimes I'm just like crouching these very long distances. You know, like this is a pain. This is lumberjack speeds right here that I'm crouching. And so that's a pain, man.
For sure.
I don't want to go as slow as lumber. But yeah, so sometimes I traverse pretty slowly, and that's why, is when I have somebody that is catching me off guard so much, I have to start playing that way. Whether it's an archer or a ninja is usually how it goes, right? Usually they're the ones.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So we got the flag again, man, and so I'm taking all the points. It's good, but even though we drop it right here, I know that we try to make some capture attempts, and this is just, it's getting to the point where, let's see, our gameplay. So on the recording right now, this is 20 minutes. I don't know where it is on the YouTube videos because I've edited some stuff, but like on the recording, this is 20 minutes in. So we have a few more minutes left of the match. And CK, I'll just tell you, the fact that it's gone on this long is a testament to both teams, really. But
Ooh,
yeah, you gotta imagine, right?
Look at that. Oh, yeah, for sure. I think we were pretty evenly matched here.
Yeah, and like the thing is that I know that they
so good.
You said this is so good?
You are.
Well, I feel bad sometimes because you see all this work that I'm putting in just for, it's like Thanos, like when he's like, all that work for a drop of blood. You know, like I'm doing all this work against Thanos just for one single splattering of blood. Man, but hey, I mean, I got the KO, so whatever. But this is, so the interesting thing overall when you kind of paint the picture of this match, I think we've mostly done it, right? Okay, like even teams, great ninja, great lumberjack, Dev is on their team. There's also one element that we didn't say, which is the guy that did, I think, have his game crash and then the bot took over and all that. I think that that was their first time playing this game, because I can remember on the stream they were saying, you know, like, how do I do this, how do I do that, and they said, sorry, this is my first time playing. So that will balance out, right? Like, you know, if you have one person that's maybe not as good as everyone else, you know, of course that balances it out. But does our team, you know, I don't know the experience of our team too,
No,
right?
Sure. You never know.
And so you and I, it's like, I wouldn't even say that you and I are like professionals anyway. It's like we've played.
Oh, no, not at all.
We've played like a decent number of tests now. So like, of course, we're not new beginners, but like, I guess I'm just saying, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Also, we're old, dude. I feel like all these young people, they got a leg
No
up
doubt.
on us. We're old.
No doubt.
Old fogies. But yeah, you're seeing that the archer on our team, so they did actually pick up the stealth power-up. So this is great because we can double stealth. They're going to plant it in. So let's see. Can we make something happen here, right? This is going to be the defend of all defense because we are just this late in the match. There's a ninja. Easy to see on that one. They did have a shield, so I think that was, you know, one extra hit or two that I had to get there.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
But we did it.
I mean, it looks like we're all collapsing on the pyramid pretty well, so that's good.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember this, CK. This match was yesterday at the time that we record this, but the guy was saying on the mic, he was like, come back, come back, come back. Remember? They kept being like, come back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know if that was a smart decision by me or not, but I was kind of waiting in the middle just because I didn't know which side they were going to come from.
Never know.
If I was in the front, what if they came from the back or the sides, you know? But
Yeah, for
there's
sure.
a takedown.
Nice. Here comes their lumberjack.
Yeah, we can hear some guy saying, behind me, behind me.
Oh,
There it is.
nice.
There it is. So CK, that's going to be the 3, 2, and 1 with that ultimate, and we are finally going to come out with the victory, man. This was great.
Beautiful game. Great win, y'all.
And so you come in on the voice and you were like, great win, y'all. You know, you were like flabbergasted. And so we'll make sure to pause on the like stats here coming up. Yeah, right here. So you can see Obsidian right below me right there, you know. So like Obsidian Knight and myself were trading back and forth. But yeah, it's Warcrombie's the name. Definitely props to you out there, Warcrombie. Yeah, that was tough to deal with, man, in your 17 kills.
17. That is so impressive.
And so if you're seeing 0 points on their side, the reason for that is not literally because the bots did nothing. It's because the people got kicked out like at that point or left. I mean, I didn't see what happened exactly, but yeah.
I think they left.
Yeah.
I think as soon as it got down to, you know, like 3, 2, 1, they were leaving.
Very nice. Well, we'll leave it at that. Please click an end screen. And everybody, thank you so much for viewing. Peace.